ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
It's hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. And oh yeah, we got a Q&A session. We're bringing you those Saturday night tips, just the tip only, you already know. And make sure you guys subscribe if it is your first time here. If you're not on YouTube, make sure you hop over to YouTube and subscribe. Just type in Fantasy Football Hustler, click the subscribe, hop in the chat. It's way more lit than Facebook or anywhere else. All right. So you guys already know, every time I'm doing these Q&As, I'm trying to bring on some homies here. And I got two homies in the building. We're starting it off. You've seen them on a bunch of shows. Recurring guest, recurring host, my homie JC Money Design.
I like big butts and I can't lie. You other brothers can't deny.
What up, homie?
What up?
Get them late night tips going, baby.
Just the tip. Yo, Mingo, what up, bro? And what up, Steven? Steven in the building. Zeb in the building. What up? And oh shit,
up,
Jason Voorhees in the building. Oh man,
one of the murder fools.
Yeah. And there we go. Must be 9:35 Pacific time. 7:35. All right. What up? And you already know. You've seen him on the show before. He's here hosting the fantasy news today with me all the time. We're collabing as much as we can. My man Bogart Scott Free.
Yes. Tip, give me money.
What?
You say you want some tip? Some tri-tip? Salisbury steak? Tube steak? Ribeye?
All right, we're getting crazy tonight because I don't know if I'm going to smoke one bowl.
What?
2 bowls.
What?
3 bowls.
What?
4 bowls. Man, I just remember when he used to do that. I wonder if it pissed people off, because like, I mean, people like Stephanie McMahon, like you would just see, like she's just a really good actress. Like she was just good at.
Yeah, they knew how to sell. They sold really well. Like, what's funny? Actually, before I jumped on, like I told you, man, I've been saying this all week. I've been going down the rabbit hole of the Stone Cold podcast, and I was just listening to him and Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon was talking about how he had learned the psychology of the business before he learned like how to be a worker. You know what I mean? Like how to like wrestle and shit. You know what I mean? Like wrestling terms, they call wrestlers workers. And the psychology is all, just to be, someone on the mic and know how to like sell and know, you know what I mean? Just it's funny because, you look at pro wrestling and the origins and it's like, carnies and circus folk and shit like that. But it's really like this secret organization where like, you know what I mean? There's, they went out there and put on a show, you know what I mean? Like they kick each other's ass, but, and walk out of there like basically unscathed, you know what I mean? Because there's an art form to it. You know what I mean?
Like it became like a badass men's soap opera.
Like Shane McMahon, right? So they call it when you hit someone for real, right? They call it a shoot, right? Like, like, oh shit, I hit him for real. But if it's a shoot, it's because you meant to do it, right? And then but also if you're hitting someone and you accidentally hit them, they call that a potato, right? And then they were laughing. He's like, man, he's like, Shane, you's a potato throwing motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because like, and he was talking about when he had a match with Undertaker, you know, he hit Undertaker real good, you know, he potatoed him. And then he said, you know, he busted him in the eye and the blood started to trickle down. And he's like, oh no. You know what I mean? Because, you know, and he's like, Undertaker, you know, during the match, he's like, oh, you're going to get your receipt. You know what I mean? And later on in the match, he Buddha palmed him in the jaw. Wow. Like, you know what I mean? Just, you know, with all his might, Buddha palmed Shane McMahon in the jaw. And he said, I saw the stars and everything. And he was like, and then he goes, and he said, I started laughing because I was like, oh, he meant to do that. You know what I mean? Like, get your receipts, man.
And there was one that I just saw recently. It was actually on TikTok when I pulled it up. It was like time that it got real in the ring or something like that. And it was like Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman like kneed Brock to the face. And you could tell he fucking clocked him. And like Brock stands back, but then you see him wind up, clocks him right in the temple. Like he fucking knocked him out. Like he put his hand down. But like, yeah, and he put his hand down on the ground, so he didn't like go to sleep all the way, but you could see like he got dazed. He just clocked him like right in the temple. Oh yeah,
yeah.
He got him good. He fucked him up.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, Braun. I was watching one with the Big Show on Steve Austin shit, and he was talking about how he was the one that put Braun Strowman over. You know what I mean? And like, you know, because he was going to be the new big man. You know what I mean? With the Big Show, like, you know, kind of just. You know, and that's what the wrestling is. You know what I mean? You know, it's a never-ending cycle, right? Like, you know, at one point they're gonna ask the top guys to put the next guys over. You know what I mean? And then, like, if you think about it, like, I think everyone hated John Cena so much because he just wanted to have the longest run ever, and he didn't want to put nobody over. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like
really
Hogan
didn't have anybody though. Like that was another thing.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
And we're going to get to everyone's questions. Don't worry. We're just letting the anticipation build. But shout out to everyone leaving us some questions in here. We're getting to everyone soon.
Yeah, it's a shoot. You know what I mean?
We're just letting the anticipation build. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, they really did. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, I stopped watching after the invasion shit in like 2002, 2003 or whatever. I stopped watching. Later on, I picked up and I went backwards, you know, after a while. But they didn't have anybody. Like you look at like the champions and it's like Jeff Hardy, you know, was like one of them for a little while. Edge, you know, and it's crazy because like the best storylines were created by Freddie Prinze Jr.
For real?
He was a writer. He was a writer. He created the Bella twins. He actually came up with he was the one who wrote the whole storyline with Jeff Hardy winning the title. And he actually taught a bunch of these guys how to cut promos, like for real.
So wait a second.
He was hosting the promo class.
So Freddie Prinze Jr. is all of a sudden one of my favorite people in the world. I thought he just came from a shitty movie called Cruel Intentions, right? But he's actually awesome because now that I think about it, you know what I mean? He went in way too many movies after that. He was getting that WWE bag. And they probably took good care of him because, you know, kayfabe's a real thing back then. You know what I mean? Like
I know you did last summer and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all in them late 90s joints, you know what I'm saying? Them teenage slasher films, you know, that Wes Craven made popular. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, he took the old formula. We're gonna get teenagers, put them in fucking slasher films. You know what I mean? Like Scream was innovative, but it was the same, it was the same game. It was the same game playing in a new way, right? Or
I mean, it's exactly the way that we're seeing it now. You know, the way that Scream was, it was just like a new adaptation on like a 70s, you know, 80s horror movie. And now we're seeing it now where now it's like the adaptation on all these 90s and early 2000 movies where they got to make it, you know, 2021-ish. But yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr., when I found all that out, was actually pretty awesome. He's a super wrestling nerd. Like he has, listening to his podcast and stuff and him going on other people's podcasts, how I found out about that. Because I didn't watch wrestling during that time, but he's pretty much responsible for everything cool that happened when wrestling was really lame.
Oh, okay, so he was like, so now I can hear Vince. You know what we need? Let's bring in some youth. We need to refreshen this up. Oh, I like that movie, Cruel Intentions. Hey, because Vince McMahon, he's the funniest is when you hear people talk about the stories of McMahon and how like he's like a father figure, but then they also like, you know, a lot of them hate him at the same time because, you know, like a father, he knows when it's, you know, what's best for you. You know what I mean? Like your time is done. You know what I mean? Like it's time to move on. And you know what's funny too? If you look at movies in general right now, what are they doing with movies? They're just doing a bunch of reboots and revamps and remakes, etc. Right? And in wrestling, I felt like you still get big pops. And we were actually talking about this with homie yesterday with Hollywood. You know, the older wrestlers that come back out of nowhere, they get the biggest pop from the audience. You know what I mean? And
that was with me, dude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, with Hollywood.
Right. And so like it's kind of crazy because you know what I mean? Like when Sting came back, or you know, when
you heard that, bro.
Yeah, when Hollywood comes back, and like, you know,
when Austin came back to that Raw reunion, like it was still like the biggest pop out of everybody. Same amount of people, you know, they're just cheering a little bit louder.
Right. Yeah, Stone Cold's the GOAT.
And then you saw come back, even when Batista made a little comeback.
Oh yeah. I heard Batista was like a big pussy.
Like
that, like Jim Cornette, because he's one Ohio Valley Wrestling, right? That was like a wrestling. It was a promotion, but it was also like a kind of like the minors, right? Like in baseball, right? This is where like they would grow talent. And Jim Cornette ran this shit, and he said Batista was like this big giant dude, and they were gonna make him a heel, and no, he would never sell. You know what I mean? So people would hit him with chairs, and he would just never sell. You know what I mean? Because he was a fucking demon. That was his gimmick, right? He was the demon from hell. And then they said, like, you know, he would train hard, you know, in the gym and everything. And whenever people would want to practice, or he would always be like, oh, I don't feel well. And he would be like in the corner with a towel over his head and like shivering. And then, you know, he'd be trying to sell it. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, man, this guy was the biggest pussy, man. But he knew he had an easy ride because he had the look. And he can cut promos, and you know what I mean. And then he was a minority, because that became a thing too, right? Like, oh, we need some minority stars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like well, who's the Irish guy? For what it's worth, the Irish are like the minorities of the whites, right? Because here's this guy, he's not regular white, he's pale. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we need the Celtic warrior, right?
Famous.
Like, yeah, he was a bad motherfucker too.
The Broad kick. I think they had to make that. They had to outlaw that.
Broad kick.
I think they had to outlaw it at some point.
It was like a Ming Shift scissor kick. Bah! A Ming Shift like front scissor kick. Y'all remember Test?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like he was never gonna be like a world champion, but when they were getting him in the mix with the Intercontinental shit, and he had like he would throw you on the ropes, he would hit the ropes, and then he would just fucking kick you in the face. Right?
Yeah.
Remember that? It was a high boot.
Yeah.
And like, you know, when you go look back now, you know, you see them, they slapping their leg when he hits them. You know what I mean? Same thing with the super kick, right? But like, you know, as a kid, I'm like, oh shit! Like,
yeah,
you know,
for sure. You're like,
real
dude, he just took the turnbuckle off. Oh no, you know what's about to happen. Oh no, he just hit him with turnbuckle. He just hit him or hits him with the belt. Dude, he just hit him with the belt. Oh,
he got hit by the exposed man
off the top, bro. Just get excited. Dude, it's crazy as shit. How the hell is Undertaker walking on those ropes to do that one move when he was the American Badass? That was his name, right?
Yeah. Old school.
Like, how was he walking on the ropes like that?
I mean, he's been doing it for years, bro. See,
he's a big ass dude.
You just gotta
crazy because nobody was doing UFC, and like Undertaker was the one doing UFC and like Taekwondo and all that type of shit. And that's when he started, when he was American Badass, when he had the gloves on, like the UFC, like the little, I don't even know, what are those, like 8 ounce or 4 ounce or something,
or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, but he it was a shoot too. He had like beef with Brock. Like he wanted to go with Brock. Remember at that UFC fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was funny because McMahon was like, I remember him talking about that. He's like, oh, it was so great. It was a shoot, but it was so good for the business. Because you know that's what they want. You know what I mean? He wants to pin himself against what's his name? Dana. You know what I mean? And Dana always gives props to Vince. That's like his hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And don't worry, we're getting everyone's questions here real soon. Don't worry, don't worry. We're just having some fun talking. Late night, Saturday night tips. Don't worry, we're gonna be here for a little while. And Second Take Extras chiming in here and said that's why people hate Cena and Roman. He said I used to like CM Punk. I was never a fan. And also I like the New Day.
How can you hate on a man you can't see? That's the crazy thing.
Here's why I hate on CM Punk. Because like when
What? You can't hate on CM Punk.
when he throws this little pitter patter kicks
he did.
and it was like I would never sell that for him. You know what I mean? Like I would just like, and the people that were, he was pitter patting, hitting, you know, those little weak little combos. It's like you ain't heard nobody, bro. Like somebody would have to pathetically sell that. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's just whack.
And then second take extra. Also, I like the New Day. So New Day was pretty dope for a while. It's crazy how they were like hated one year, and then like the next year after that, like everyone loved him.
I love Kofi Kingston, dude. He was so dope when he was on his own.
When he was like the Jamaican?
Yeah.
Kingston.
At one
That
point,
shit was
the accent
dope,
was
dude.
gone.
His song and shit, he was just like boom, boom, boom. That shit when he came
That
out was dope.
tight. You know what's cool about
The song was dope, dude. I always used his fucking song and shit for my intro on WWE. I was like, this shit's dope.
like the New Day, all that era. That was when I think my daughter was like 7 years old, and because she got into wrestling, so like, you know, I'd watch it with her. You know what I mean? And I would show her all the old matches and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you know what's funny is like the old matches were more about storytelling. You know what I mean? Comebacks. You know what I mean? Beat the guy, the babyface gets his ass beat, and then he has a massive comeback, and then you know what I mean? Like there was a story to it. Now it's like hella fast pace. You know what I mean? And it's all, you know, you only have X amount of minutes per match. You know, they got so many wrestlers you gotta, you know, work all these programs with. So you gotta, you know, you have 3-4 minute matches, and you know what I mean? It's like it's not even a quality show anymore at 2 hours. Like remember back in the day, like they had 3-hour shows. Raw is War.
Yeah,
it was 3 hours, bro.
Yeah, it was better when it was 2 hours because I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still 3 hours now. It's like way too long. And Anthony said, "What's the name of the channel on Amazon?" If you're talking about on Twitch, so you connect your Amazon account to Twitch, and then you get a free subscription on Twitch. So you go to Amazon, you type in Twitch Prime, you connect your Amazon account to Twitch, and then you do your free subscription to my channel, Fantasy Football Hustler. And second take extra says Alberto Del Rio was good, and Paul Heyman's a great manager. Paul Heyman's like the secret sauce for like everything.
Yeah, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, like, you know, Vince McMahon. These were all guys that were competitors to him. Even Eric Bischoff, for what it's worth, like he went and at one point was like, all right, now after I defeat them all, I'm gonna make them all work for me. But then the real GOAT of the talent scout, like the guy with the eye, bruh, is Jim Ross. You know what I mean? Because he saw mankind. You know what I mean? He you know, he's Stone Cold. You know, The Rock. You know, Brock.
John
no, Brock. No, Brock was what's his name? Was Paul Heyman. Yeah, with John Cena, that's another one. You know. Oh no, John Cena was Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette, that was part of his camp. He went through the Ohio Valley shit with like Batista and Randy Orton and all those fools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought that Jim Ross found him, and then that's just where they put him. Because I mean, anyone. Oh,
you're right. That is true. That is true. Because I did hear that Cena did tell a story on Austin's joint where he said, Jim Ross came out to see them wrestle like somewhere in L.A., like Venice Beach or whatever.
And it was like it was a whole camp of them. It was like, well, I mean, at least that were in the Ohio whatever wrestling at the same time.
Yeah,
OVW. They said it was Batista, Brock, Cena, Randy Orton, and someone else. Can't remember the other one, but like
Randy Orton.
Well, because that was like the AAA for like you know, that was like the feeder like program. Like if you went there, it's because you were more than likely going to WWE.
Hey, all those motherfuckers were ripped, huh?
Yeah.
Like Randy Orton, you know,
rattlesnake.
I like the Viper, whatever. I liked Randy Orton. He had the intensity of the old school guys. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, third generation superstar.
Watch out.
Yeah, because I can't remember if it was his dad or his grandpa that was in like the main event of WrestleMania 1.
His grandpa.
Yeah. Wild.
Like Brad Orton or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, he was part of the Orton.
He was on the bad guy team. I remember that.
Yeah, with like Ric Flair and
no, that was the Horseman.
Yeah,
the Horseman.
He was on there though too.
Oh, was he an original Horseman? Oh, word.
Yep.
Yeah, because I see the Horseman I grew up with. It was this like the third generation Horseman. I'm assuming because that's when they added like Malenko and Benoit. and like it was like Malenko, Benoit,
Freaking Chris
Arn,
Benoit, Jesus,
yeah,
murder your family.
Arn Anderson, and what's his name? No, is it Arn or Mondo McMichaels? Like, I think it was like Mondo McMichaels and then Ric Flair. You know what I mean? But they would always come through. They were all, suited and booted. You know what I mean? You know who tried to do a little rip-off version of that was Triple H, and then when he had his hands on like Randy Orton and
Ric Flair and Batista.
Yeah, Ric Flair. Yeah, they would come through in the suits, and I was like, okay, I like this little.
Oh, and look at Second Take Extra shouting out Ric Flair. Let's see if you can hear this.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, jet flying, son of a gun.
He's savage, man. Him and Dusty, like, man, those are like the greatest promos ever. Like, probably the only one better on the mic, like before those guys, is like Muhammad Ali. And like, you just weren't getting people who are that charismatic, like just like talking shit to each other in an open mic, open forum. Like, it wasn't happening.
Well, I mean, like, that goes back to that carny circus shit, right? Like, you got to have a motherfucker outside, like, come see it all. The amazing, you know what I mean? You got to have someone, to draw motherfuckers in, and then they cut in the promos sell tickets. You know what I mean?
I'm so happy they got him in Ric Flair drip. Just that's in the music video.
Oh yeah, that's
so dope. It's so good too.
It's tight too because these are the youngsters that like. How about this?
He's a legit baller.
I was born in the 80s, right? So my older cousins that were born in the 70s, they're the ones that put me on wrestling, NWA and all that shit. You know what I mean? It was kind of crazy because, what I'm saying, like the legends of all these guys, and then you see them as I see them as a kid, and I'm like, man, Ric Flair's kind of whack. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get it yet. You know what I mean? I'm like, he's kind of
because he was always getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Like, he was like the king of selling. He's a heel. You know what I mean?
Slapping people in the chest.
Oh, those slaps were a shoot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like remember
the whole crowd too. The whole crowd.
Everybody adopted that, huh? Benoit, who was it? Sting had that as part of his repertoire.
Because you just wanted to like hear if you could make the whole crowd hear you slapping this dude's chest. You already knew, like,
and you see the fucking the little blood capillaries all popped and red on their chest.
Man, when Ric Flair started going into business for himself, it was crazy. I can't remember what year this was, maybe like 2015 or something, maybe 2016. He started his website and was doing his merch. And it was like, if you bought $100 worth of merch, Ric Flair is going to call you and say, what up? And I was like, man, this shit ain't real. And so I'd put it on social media like I just responded. I was like, is this shit real? I was like, is this a work or is this a shoot? And they were like, no, it's real. He's calling people. And so I got $100 worth of merch. And of course, he calls me like on a Sunday, like 9:30, like I'm setting all my lineups and something. I didn't even have my phone. I don't even remember. But so I missed his call. But now I got a voicemail on my phone forever from Ric Flair.
That's almost even better.
See, that's kind of cool.
That's almost better.
Right?
I mean, you got to play it out loud and record it too, so you don't, just in case you ever lose your phone,
Well, no, it's on the iPhone, so it's just there. It's in the cloud.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
That's tight. No one understands the cloud either.
Yeah, me neither.
But it's there.
It's just there.
All right, let's get to these questions. We've piled up these beasts long enough. We're gonna get back to some wrestling talk later. But starting off with some Patreon questions. We only got 2 on Patreon right now. From my man Stephen J. What up, bro? Said need a running back 2 and a flex. Boston Scott, Madison, Wilson Jr., Jacoby Myers, or pick up Tajay Sharp.
Well, Boston Scott.
Yeah, Boston Scott's in there. And then if Jeff Wilson plays, he's in there. But do we know that? Because it's a later game.
We don't know 100%. We just know he was activated off IR.
I like that Tajay call.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Because I don't think Lattimore is gonna man up the whoever is the outside receiver. I think he's gonna man up on Pitts.
Damn, I hope not.
I'm just saying, wouldn't that be logical? I mean, who did they just play last week? The Saints, because I saw him. He was on a tight end, bro.
But you know what? One thing that I'm noting, I mean, Lattimore is not his old self. Like, I'm not saying he's lost like a bunch of like speed or anything, but even if you lose a tiny little half a step, you could tell when you're that fast.
Well, they say number 1 corners get older, number 1 receivers stay young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's a lot easier to run forward than it is to run backwards, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. And so Francisco, what up, bro? If Kyler is out, use Tyrod Taylor, Colt McCoy, or Trevor Siemian. Yeah, well, see, the thing is like Trevor Siemian, doesn't he play in the earlier game? Yeah, I mean, he plays in the earlier game, so you're not really going to know.
The Saints game is early. Yeah, that's right. It's in Atlanta. Or it's against Atlanta. Okay.
And same thing with Houston. They play in the early game, the 10 o'clock game. Well, West
because we're not gonna know until after those games start. Listen, man, I don't mind not playing Colt McCoy. I mean, I'm assuming that there's no Jordan Love available, but if I was to weight Kyler Murray down, I think my pivot, I would love to pivot to Jordan Love versus a Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy, though, is a great backup. He's a serviceable guy, but we're hoping for a touchdown and maybe like $180 to 200 yards passing from him, because with Colt McCoy, I think they would run Connor and them down there, right? They're already doing that with Murray. So just fantasy wise, even if he's serviceable, there's no ceiling there.
Yeah, I mean, out of these options, it has to be McCoy, just because you're not going to know when Taylor plays or Siemian plays. Yeah. So unless there's another pivot option, it has to be McCoy here.
You know what? This is going to sound ugly. Bear with me. Ben Roethlisberger, maybe. You know what I mean? He's dealing with, he's going to play. But I'm saying, he's probably available. This is a single QB league, I'm assuming.
Probably not.
Yeah, he probably would have been listed here.
Yeah, Francisco's the dude who plays in 70 leagues. I think he avoids single.
He's very specific too.
Yeah. All right, from a Facebook user here, and don't worry, we're getting to everybody. So don't worry, guys.
So if he didn't want to wait though, Tyrod against Miami, probably where I'd go.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll go there as well. Really, it's just because I guess I'm a little nervous about Taysom Hill. Just how much is he going to come in? How much is he going to vulture?
Exactly. And, it's the bad run defense. In the red zone, at least, they've given up rushing touchdowns in the red zone so that, Kamara they can get down there and Kamara just takes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's only if you're going to make the call before Kyler is actually ruled in or out, because they're not going to do it. It's going to be an hour and a half before those games. So I don't know if they start at 1:05 or 1:30 or whatever, but yeah, it's 1.5 hours before that. That's when they're going to rule it.
Mm-hmm. So I knew.
Facebook user, what up? Devontae Freeman, David Johnson, Derek Gore, David Montgomery. Thanks. I keep hearing, we heard about how Nagy said that David Montgomery is expected to play, or he's thinking about him playing. I don't even know the wording that it was. The wording's very important, and that's what I'm blanking on a little bit right now.
Is he off the IR officially? Because then...
Well, they could do it by tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
Because one day before or whatever, I think.
Damn, this is crazy. You know what?
Otherwise, you're going Derek Gore. Frank Gore's grandson.
Yeah, Frank Gore's grandson.
I kind of like grandson here, because if I do adopt the game script of the Chiefs smacking, and this kid might just get a lot of work.
I don't want either of the first two. I know that much.
Yeah.
I don't want Freeman. I don't want David Johnson.
But if I had to, Freeman is the one, because there's no Murray. At least we know Freeman's been the lead guy, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It's roll the dice.
I'll just use that analogy again. That's like being the skinniest kid at fat camp. I mean, if you get an award for that, you get it, but probably don't deserve it. Yeah, I guess, because we don't know about David Montgomery as of yet, which we may tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah. But Derek Gore, Frank Gore's grandson for now.
Damn, I got too much. I got too much David Montgomery. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you traded for him in a bunch of leagues. I remember.
No, I didn't trade for him at all. I have him everywhere. Oh. I've traded him away in a couple of spots, but I drafted him everywhere. He was because he was just always someone I was gonna live right there in that fourth round in a super flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Second Take Extra said, did you hear the press conference with Andy Reid saying Derek Gore was the new guy? I did not.
Yeah, I seen that. And he said we wanted to get him more work, for a while, but he's learning the pass. He's learning protections. They've kept this kid on. Then I went down the rabbit hole. They kept this kid on the practice squad for a couple years. I think 2 years.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And but yeah, and so this is what I'm saying. If they're kicking the Chiefs, if the Chiefs are kicking ass, right? And like you won't have to worry about protection with him on the field because you're playing with a lead, you're just having him run the clock out. You know what I mean? Like that you saw, like when the game was close, they put Darrell Williams back out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, all right, you know, this pass rush is going to be coming.
And Big Kong 7-1 with Derrick Henry on IR. He might return for the fantasy playoffs. If I tried to trade another team that's playoff bound, what kind of value do you think I can get for him? He's not
get anything you can.
Yeah, literally.
Listen, use that blurb, whatever he read, wherever you read that, or wherever you conjured up that theory. You use that and get anything you can for Derrick Henry.
He ain't gonna return for the fantasy playoffs, but they say he's gonna return for the playoffs if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, but let someone think that if someone's willing to trade you,
don't lie to them, because then if
you're not lying.
If they don't look and they find out you're lying, then you're making the trade worse. That's my point.
Well, if you listen, man.
All you do is say playoffs. All you do is say, you don't have to say NFL playoffs, fantasy playoffs. If you just say the word playoffs, then you're not lying, right?
He's supposed to return sometime this year, you know. Well, and I guess even that,
6 weeks,
even the
year.
Yeah.
Is what they mean.
Yeah, because
that'll
be in 2022 already.
Listen, it would just be it's probably a bad fantasy karma.
It's
probably bad fantasy karma anyway. Just don't even fool with it. Do like Bogart. As long as I have an empty IR spot that I could use, I keep my Derrick Henry shares in there, right? Because even in redraft, because he's just there for moral support at this point. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
And Rubio said she loves the late night tips. You already know that's what we're here, bringing you those Saturday night late night tips and only the tip.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Chris in the building. What up, bro?
What up, Chris?
Mingo and started. Sorry, he said before you get started, what up? And Brandon Cooks or Jerry Judy. I'll go Brandon Cooks here.
You know, it's Xavier Howard playing well this year. I haven't really paid attention to him.
He's been banged up, so
yeah,
it's been a little hit or miss.
Yeah, I'd probably just go Brandon Cooks. I mean, it's Tyrod again. He was getting like 30% of the target. Maybe that's exaggerating, but he was getting all the targets when.
How about this? He was getting a shitload of the target market share. That's an accurate statement.
There it is. And it is shit too. It's not quality either. You know what I mean? It's just a shit load.
Legendary one. What up, people? What's going on, bro?
Legendary.
Legendary. Movie fan 101 said that Njoku or Pitts. Even though he might be covered. Who'd you say was going to be covering him, Bogart? Marshawn Lattimore, maybe. I hope not.
But here's the thing, man. I think, man, you put it in perspective, man. Like Pitts will probably just Pitts can manhandle him off the line, bro. You know what I mean? And I think, how about this? Now that I say it out loud, it's because they do move Pitts out wide. If he's out wide, Lattimore will probably be on him. Because I don't even think Lattimore's been shadowing this year.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's losing some steps there. And Alex, what up, bro? Alex Mark throwing in the super chat. Don't forget, when you throw in a $5 super chat, you get that extra entry into the Darius Leonard signed jersey giveaway. Let me throw it up on the big screen here.
The Maniac.
Boom. Check that out.
Darius Leonard.
I would ask him to sign things the Maniac. Can you just sign it the Maniac?
Yeah. You should. Yeah, guy's a savage. So, yeah, every $5 super chat you leave, you get an extra entry into the giveaway. So make sure you get in there. And then the way you get more entries is Patreon, patreon.com/FFHustler420. Go join the crew. You get priority questions on these questions and answer sessions. We got a Discord chat where you're able to drop in your lineup and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, make sure you go check it out. Patreon.com/FFHustler420. All right. And Alex said PPR need one wide receiver and one flex. Cooks, Thielen, Claypool, Tony. And then Okay, actually, looks like 2 separate questions here. So we'll do the first one. Yeah, so it's 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Cooks, Thielen, Claypool, Tony. I'm going Cooks and Thielen.
That's what I'm going to.
Or in my circles, as we oftenly refer to him as White Boy Adam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Undrafted free agent.
Fuck yeah, he's a beast.
We're going there first.
He's like a dude that like chops down his own like firewood. You know what I mean? Like
he came out of I think Wayzata, Minnesota. Like
that's what I'm saying. He's like a fucking he's a good old boy. You know what I mean? Just fucking.
And that's funny. Rubio said it's not lying; it's Aaron Rodgering it.
Oh,
right. I like it. I'm gonna start saying that.
Second part of the question here is 1 running back, Booker, Gaskin, and I'm going Booker.
You gotta ride Booker one more week.
Yeah, you know what? Playing the Raiders, not the greatest run defense.
My man's just trying to get a highlight reel so he can get
it. And they're just really poor red zone too, right? Against the run for the Raiders. A lot of they try to pass rush too, so he's gonna catch some cheap balls. I like it, Booker. Book it.
Damn, and Matt said Luka just screwed my parlay with his game winner. Damn, bro. Damn, Luka. That's what my man Matt.
Fucking Luka. You owe him money, Luka. Send him the invoice.
So we got a little bit of a queue on the question, so just bear with us. We're going to be getting to everybody. Just hang with us. But if you want to get your question, jump to the front. Just make sure you leave a super chat below. You'll see right below the chat is a $sign. You leave us a tip for getting it in there, and then your question automatically next up in the queue. All right, let's see. Where are we at?
Right here.
There we go. Boom. We found it. Clicked it right before me. Rondell Moore, Jacoby Myers.
Anthony.
All right. So we don't know. We don't know if Hopkins is going to play. We just know AJ Green is not playing.
That's good. That's enough for me to say I'm going Rondell.
Yep. I like Rondell Moore, but Jacoby Myers is going to be the guy, but I still like Rondell Moore.
Yeah.
But what is the guy? You know what's
exactly
funny?
my point. I just said he's going to be the guy. That's it. That's end of sentence. He's going to be the guy. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, Laviska could be the guy.
You don't want to say Jacoby would probably be more in the slot, so he probably has a safer floor for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that secondary is Beasley for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers seems safer, so if I'm going safe, I'm going Myers. But if I'm shooting for the moon, like I need a Hail Mary out of my flex, I'm just gonna go ballsy and put in Rondell Moore. Just even though we don't know about DeAndre Hopkins or anything, but yeah, I'm going Moore. If
I like the Rondell Moore call.
If you need the super high upside, that's where I'm rolling.
So much more fun to go Rondell. That's what it is for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's addition by subtraction, right? I mean, we've already seen him flash. If we can get him on the field for like 80% of the snaps, like, this is going to be awesome. You know what I mean? And even if it's a wounded Kyler or it's a backup Colt McCoy, maybe you could consider, like, since Colt McCoy was on the team twos, he might have actually Rondell was running with the ones from the gate. Either way, you know what I mean? It's just a serviceable Colt McCoy can throw a screen. That's all we need for Rondell. You know what I mean?
Yep. There we go. And Matt, good looking on the super chat, bro. I got you that extra entry. And he said, Luka owes me 15, but you guys can pick a flex for me. Beasley, I'm nervous about Beasley. He was in a non-contact jersey in Friday's practice, so I don't like him at all this week. McNichols.
If there's no Beasley this week, I like Gabriel Davis as like a DFS play. Like I think I said that already, but go ahead.
Sneaky. Yeah, definitely in Super Draft Pro. We're going to talk about that soon. We're going to go look and see what his multiplier is because I bet you it's nice. And so we got McNichols, and then we got Bateman, who didn't practice all week because of his groin injury, and said, assuming Beasley plays since he's tough as nails. I'm going McNichols at all these. I'm just going to play it safe for you right now. My answer may change tomorrow, but as of right now, it's McNichols.
My answer is just McNichols. We're going with it. This game, the game script has got to be there. I assume I like the Rams in this game, so that means I like McNichols.
Let's get it.
Yeah, because if the Rams are winning, McNichols is going to get fucking all the cheapies. Give me the cheapies, the cheapie points, the dump offs.
And good looking Alex getting that super chat in there. Said PPR need one flex, Tony or Claypool, different league. Oh man. I'm gonna go Claypool. I'm so off of Tony. Like this motherfucker keeps hurting himself in like the first quarters of the game. Like,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I think I said it the other day. I was like, I think I hate Tony. I was like, because I hate him because the one game he blew up, he was on my bench. I was like, man, motherfucker. And then I try to start him the next week. He shits on me, and then he's just been like, fuck Tony. But you know what though? If is he a game time decision?
We don't know if he's gonna play. He's still got the questionable tag.
That's fucking irritating.
Yeah,
but it's easy. I'm gonna go Tony. If Tony doesn't go, I'm gonna go Claypool because Claypool. What is it called? I don't like the matchup. Chicago on the outside for Claypool. I don't like that matchup.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Chicago over the middle is how you get him. Let's go Firemuth.
All right. Looking on those super chats, guys. So the questions we're reading right now. Let me see. Where are we? My man Tomas in Panama. So this question was at 7:50. Okay, so about 20 minutes ago. About 25-ish minutes ago. So that's how long the queue is right now. So just sit back and relax. Let's smoke some weeds, drink some beers, whatever you're drinking. And let's get to this. And buenos noches, what up? So Huss, I opened the NFL app. NFL app sucks. I hope you agree. And see McNichols' projected score drop like 10 points. What's that about? You guys know anything? Well, I know the NFL sucks at projecting points. That's one thing I know.
And this is really what it is because soon as they activate Peterson from the practice squad to the active roster, their fucking what's the word? Their gut reaction. Yeah, their algorithm. Their gut reaction to the algorithm is to project them. And then while projecting him, you're gonna take that away from McNichols. It's McNichols though, man.
Especially this week. AP has only practiced since Monday. Like he's been with the team like 3 days.
Tuesday is probably his first practice because Monday they went. That's when they signed him, right? It was the Monday.
Yeah. That's it. Tuesday.
Here, how about this too? There is a realm of possibility somewhere in the multiverse. There's a version where AP goes out there and he only has like the 10 to 12 touches, right? Or 8 to 10 carries, but like they're all big ripoffs, you know what I mean? And he puts up yard because this is what AP's known to do. But I wouldn't
even that though. I still think even 10 to 12 is a stretch just for this first game. I'm not saying overall, but
that's why I corrected myself. I said 8 to 10 because that's realistic. I think 8 touches is like his floor. But like 10 touches is probably his ceiling because if the way I think the game goes, they're not gonna be, you know what I mean? Is he gonna walk in and know all the protections? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean he's AP, but
the AP hype. And the AP hype that's selling it.
And Tomas, he said they gave those 10 points to Donta Foreman.
Oh, they signed on Deontay Foreman too. You know what's crazy is that he's played on this team before and he's played in this scheme before. You know what I mean? Deontay Foreman, when he ruptured his Achilles with the Texans, he was out for that year, then almost an entire year, and then the Titans picked him up, and he got some play last year. You know what I mean? He was actually the Jeremy McNichols role before Jeremy McNichols came on. You know what I mean? So that is kind of interesting, but I'm still not banking on it. You know what I mean? They just signed him from the practice squad as well this week. He's more so like if AP goes out there and croaks, you know what I mean? Or McNichols croaks, like now he could plug in for either or, you know what I mean?
I thought Deontay Foreman was more of the Derrick Henry replacement if he was to go out. Not more than McNichols is more the catch the ball. I thought Foreman was more of like a brawler.
But
like
Foreman, Foreman's a bruiser, but he could catch the ball too. So they used him in that role last year when McNichols was hurt. You know what I mean? Because remember, Darrington Evans was hurt all year last year pretty much too. You know what I mean? So we never even saw that kid, really. Yep. You know what I mean? But if you look at it, if I remember correctly, I even think Deontay Foreman had a receiving touchdown.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if anything happens to either or, he's going to plug in. That's why he's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta keep your pockets loaded.
Yeah, McNichols might not get a lot of rushes. I mean, we're hoping for him to just get 10 plus targets. We've already seen him do that.
Yeah, for real.
And there should be playing from behind. They're playing the Rams, so we're expecting a game script like that. Flappy Chappers, start Ayuk if Debo is out, or start Van Jefferson for the flex. If Debo is out, I would start Ayuk over Van Jefferson. If Debo's not out, Van Jefferson for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second Take Extra said, congrats on the 2.1K. Hell yeah, we're getting there. Getting closer to that 2.5. That's when we're doing the Darius Leonard signed jersey giveaway. It should be this month. Truly Seb, I got offered Najee, Jamar, Thielen, Madison for Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, and Javonte Williams.
Jamar, Thielen, and Madison.
Najee,
Jamar, Thielen, and
Najee
Madison
side.
for Dalvin Cook and Devontae.
I'll just stay with the Najee side.
Yeah, I mean, that's Jamar Chase, I'm assuming, right? So Najee, Jamar Chase, Thielen.
For sure.
Yeah, like Thielen's like a touchdown machine, right? You know, Chase is just way too much fucking fun, and so is Najee. And they're producing because that's why it's so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other ones have been headaches. Look at the other side. It's got headaches over there.
I think we had this question earlier.
He got Javonte. Melvin Gordon's hella irritating. It's really Melvin Gordon. After a full half season, we can't say like it's 50-50. It's like the guy who's, even though the timeshare is basically 50-50, the guy producing is Melvin Gordon. You know what I mean? Then Adams, Adams, the touchdowns haven't been there, but he's Devontae Adams. He's connected to Rodgers. That's awesome. You know what I mean? And then Dalvin Cook's just, all the injuries, and he's not even a top 12 guy right now, is he?
No, I don't think so.
This trade is thrown from earlier.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but there wasn't like there wasn't what's his name in there.
Jamar and Devontae Williams were not in the trade before.
Yeah,
okay,
just a little different. And Sam, what up, Sam? Ayuk or Tony? Ayuk only if Debo doesn't play. If not, I'm going with Tony, but I don't like it.
And we won't. But see, here's the thing, though, we wouldn't know it, right? Because the games, the Niner games after. So, and this one's kind of does itself. So if Tony doesn't play, then you just play Ayuk.
Yeah, because Tony was he's limited in practice all week. So
I need Tony to play. that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Rubio, what up? Would y'all flex Kadarius Tony or Jalen Wiggle Waddle? I'm leaning Waddle.
Like
yeah. Yeah. I'm leaning Waddle since he's damn near the only receiver there this week. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning Waddle for sure.
And if you guys are deep diving, I'm not fooling with Preston Williams. Mac Hollins is the one. You know what I mean? That's the Devontae Parker role. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to deep dive.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
To make me nervous.
How about this DFS?
There you go. And even that shit makes me nervous because I got money on the line. Let's get this money.
Man, how you afford all the other big dogs.
Yeah. Legendary one. I stopped watching after Stone Cold left. Me too, bro. When Stone Cold left, and really when Stone Cold flipped, when he flipped and became a bad guy, that was just, for me, it was already just going downhill. Like, it wasn't fun. I wanted to cheer for Stone Cold, like just beating everybody's ass. Like, that was just more fun for me.
Stone Cold was an adventure though, man, because like, remember when he was like in the Invasion, he was like the company man, Stone Cold, right? And playing the guitar and singing.
Yeah.
Hilarious, right? But yeah, let's go. Let's continue.
Yeah, that one where it was like everyone was beating the WWE's ass and Stone Cold comes down and like just stuns like literally everybody.
Everyone.
Like, yeah, like that must have been the shit. Like you go down and you already know like you're literally beating everybody's ass in the ring. But I know that the stunner hurt him more than it hurt the other person.
Yeah.
That's another thing that sucks too.
Yeah, he's like compressed up my goddamn spine, just all the time hitting the goddamn finisher. You know what I'm saying? Like,
legendary one, Christian Kirk or Marvin Jones Jr. I'm going Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Chris McGreal, CMC or Mike Davis this week? I mean, if CMC plays, I'm playing him, but if he doesn't play, you're going Mike Davis. And it's 50-50 for CMC right now.
We got to hope and pray CMC plays this week.
I hope he doesn't.
No,
I want a full work. No, because here's the thing. First of all, if I have a lot of Chuba, right? And like it's useless to play Chuba if CMC plays, even if they say he's going to be limited. Because if he's hot and he looks good, they're going to keep him out there. Like, you know, but I just think that it's foolish to I think it's all coach speak to make Belichick think that they're going to, you know, perhaps play against CMC.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't play.
Yeah.
And Anthony, he said, who's starting or who gets most carries in Tennessee? So most carries, I would even say more touches is probably the thing that you want to focus on. They said McNichols, Foreman, Dontrell Hilliard. I didn't even know that he was out there, or AP.
Probably AP. I mean, Nichols going to get a lot more. Probably like, are we talking like touches? Probably McNichols
We're
probably
talking
more
like
touches.
carries.
Some carries.
Well, I think Foreman is going to get more carries. Now, being shit, that may be like 7 or 8 carries. It might not even be that much. You know, maybe McNichols gets like 4 or 5, you know, something like that. But I think McNichols is going to get like, I mean, I think he's going to flirt with 10 plus targets. I mean, I don't know if he's going to get 10 receptions.
I think McNichols plays the most snaps.
Yeah. He's on the field the most.
Whoever plays the most snaps, I think is going to get the more opportunity. And because I think that's just what the game's like. You know what's crazy though is the more and more I say this, the more I just realize how powerful I am. Because some of these games that are like you just expect it to be one way, I'll create the game script and jinx it. You know what I mean? Because like you know the Tennessee Titans, they're giant killers right now. They're like Goliath slayers. You know what I mean? But I still just think the Rams
but the Goliath is gone. Now they're just David right now. And can they slay Goliath?
That's what I'm saying. You're right. They don't have fucking they don't have it's no more Derek and Goliath, huh?
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. That game's gonna be real interesting. Sunday Night Football, that's gonna be a good one to watch.
Hey man, Tannehill can sling it, bro.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. And he can run it too.
This is the Tannehill that we're going to see for the rest of the way. Second half, it's the Tannehill that we all bought into. And what sucks is a lot of us got rid of Tannehill in certain situations.
Shout out to Peacock. He was like he was like I think he could finally crack the top 5 QBs in fantasy. Now it's set up for him as long as like Julio and AJ Brown stay healthy. You know what I mean? That's a hell of a tandem. I mean, you know, that's also like that's also good money to bet against, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably impossible for him to sneak into top 5 now. I mean, maybe from this game to then, if we're just counting, from these games, like maybe he could do that, well, top 5 from here on out.
Just so you know, the first year that Tannehill played, from when he started to when he finished that year, he was actually the RB or the QB3.
Yeah, he killed it that year. That was the year when AJ Brown was a rookie.
From when he started to when he finished that year, because he was in the full year, so it wouldn't. I mean, they wouldn't show it being that, but his statistics. If you statted out his statistics for, I guess you can't really do that for a full year, but he would have been.
Oh no, but we do it.
Oh yeah, we'll figure out a way. This fantasy math.
I'm just letting you know. I mean, I have done it before, so I know that it is because that's when I was trying to tell him at one point. This is his statistics at one point. Like he was like the QB3.
This is fantasy math. We can make it and shift it around however.
He's already been a top 5 QB statistically.
Triple X flex. Need 1 RB and 1 flex. David Montgomery, Javonte Williams, Gainwell, Tony, Ayuk, Mooney, Boyd. Javonte Williams. I'm just not. I got to hear more news about David Montgomery. It's a Monday game.
I would say since he has Mooney and Montgomery, he could wait on Montgomery. And if Montgomery don't play, then you throw in Mooney. Because I'm willing to wait for Montgomery.
We still got to play one at the RB. So who's the RB?
Oh, yeah. Probably Gainwell.
You're going Gainwell over Williams?
Yeah. Oh, Javonte Williams? Okay.
Yeah, we're going Javonte.
Yeah. I thought he was already counted in there. You know what I mean?
But so then you can leave Montgomery Mooney as your flex. If Montgomery doesn't play, then you just throw in Mooney.
Yeah.
I like that option of waiting on it.
Yeah, because then I do believe that if they say when he plays, he's the lead guy. I believe that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He's already proved that he's good.
Come on, he's David fucking Montgomery. He's Monty Burns. He's excellent.
Monty Burns.
Excellent.
And Rubio said, I know it's gay AF, but when The Rock comes back, he pops. Well, yeah, of course, man. The Rock's the man.
The Rock's he's the shit.
Yeah.
I follow The Rock's Instagram. It's the shit, right?
Oh, dude, him and The Rock, or him and
he puts that tequila in everything, bro. He'd be like, all right, right here, we're having a treat after a long day of training. This is right here. It's a 3-inch French toast slab. And we got my special ice creams, and we got our Terramana infused syrup. It's like he has Terramana infused everything, bro.
He's got his own like energy drinks.
I'm just saying that he puts that tequila in everything, bro.
Oh.
Oh yeah, man. He's trying to get that money.
Just brushes his teeth with it.
Dude, him and Kevin Hart, when they like try to like do the, like, have you ever seen the video of them like doing each other's voice, like when they would like act for each other, like he'd be like, this shit is so funny. Shit off into the video, it's so fucking hilarious.
Legendary one. I'm playing AP regardless. I got Mike Davis, who's been shitty all season, but everyone will tell you to play him. Well, I mean, really, it's because of Calvin Ridley.
You do your thing, bro.
I didn't say to play Mike Davis for a long time. The only reason I even changed the tune a little bit is because of Calvin Ridley. That's the only reason I switched back. I got to keep it fluid with what's going down.
That is true. You are on record for telling. 9 times out of 10, I advise against Mike Davis anyway. You know what I mean? And in this case too, you're gonna need him to get the receptions because it's not gonna get too much on the ground. It's against the Saints. So you know what? If I'm him, I'm probably mad as fuck at Mike Davis, and I throw an AP too. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the real psychology of a fantasy manager, right? Like, man, this guy's just been fucking with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, the only games he didn't fuck with you so far was the games when Calvin Ridley didn't play and he went over 5 receptions.
Yeah, we need that. That's a decent floor because I feel like he'll get like 50 or 60 all-purpose yards. So at least if he has 11 points and he could somehow get into the end zone, then it's a good start.
That's really what's screwing him. No touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, one, he may have a touchdown, but yeah.
Carter Roy's screwing him. He said, this is my blade.
Oh yeah.
He said, this is my stroke.
Corduroy pimping out there doing his thing. Anthony, what up, bro? Rondell Moore, Jacoby Myers. I think we answered this.
Yeah.
Upside of Rondell for me, more than likely.
Yeah.
Derek, what up? Christian Kirk, Eli. And it's funny. People either call him Eli Mitchell, Yahoo people, or Elijah Sleeper.
The Book of Eli.
Yeah.
I like
Christian Kirk, Eli Mitchell, Kadarius Toney in the flex this week. I'm going Kirk as of now. My answer could change, but it's based on what we hear about Mitchell.
It's based on injuries.
But they play at the same time. They play each other.
Mitchell finna play.
Yeah,
he better play.
Yeah.
He's gonna ball too. He's so good.
And if Jeff Wilson's active, he's gonna play too. You know what I mean? And I think there'll be here's my theory. I think there's enough work to go around because I don't think Kyler Murray plays. This a partly prediction too. I don't think Kyler Murray plays, and I think this is a game that we can win. You know what I mean? So I think there'll be a lot of work for all the running backs. And it's Jimmy. You know, he knows how to fucking like Jimmy knows this scheme. He's bested what's his name? Vance Joseph. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, let's see. Jimmy G running in 2 touchdowns, Elijah Mitchell still put up like 16 points.
No JJ Watt too. That was a big difference last time we played. We got Trent Williams back. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Yeah. And Rubio said, "Is Undertaker the same guy, or did they low key switch it up?" Dude's been around forever. He kept switching.
So in the early, so it's the same. It was the original Undertaker is the one we know, right? So and in 1994 was it SummerSlam? They did the whole bit where there was another Undertaker, and that was Isaac Yankem. It was the same guy who was that. I know it wasn't Isaac. It's the same guy who was Kane. Am I slaughtering this? But he played the second Undertaker, and so the original Undertaker comes back as the baby face, like, you know, quote in this situation at least, and he had the purple gloves now. Because the original, when he was the original one, he had the gray joints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now the fake Undertaker was wearing the gray ones. You know what I'm saying? And then Undertaker had, you know, the difference also too is he started getting tatted over the years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the hair got longer, you know what I'm saying, and stringier. Like it's kind of crazy.
The American Badass was the time when you switched it up the most. I mean, switched up the music,
the hair,
rolled in with the motorcycle.
Yeah,
that shit was dope, dude. You're like, yo, dude, it's got a motorcycle in this bitch.
Because he was saying
like around the ring and everything.
He's a guy. He respects the business so much. that he would hold up kayfabe everywhere he was at. Like he even said, like in the early days, he drove a hearse. You know what I mean? Just to like, you know, like if he was in McDonald's, bro, he's in McDonald's as the Undertaker, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and people were scared of me in public and this and that. You know what I mean? Like he stayed in character. You know what I mean? But like, so when he got to be the American Badass, because that was really what he liked to do, and you know, low keys, he just rides bikes, and you know what I mean? Just a fucking Texas boy. Because remember before that, from Death Valley, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming in at 6'10".
It's like Dude Love. That was like the original character, you know, that he wanted to be the ladies' man.
Yep.
And then, like,
Dude loves a pimp.
And Mankind, he found his angle to get in because they're like, well, what are we going to do with this Mankind character? He's kind of, you know, just this weird, like loner, kind of like, you know, serial killer type character. Or whatever. Yeah, no, but check this out. So they had him work the angle with Goldust originally, remember? Yeah, mommy. Remember, it was like you called him mommy and shit. And they would cut promos and they were like coming for the Undertaker. You know what I mean?
Dude, Mankind was crazy with Mr. Sacco.
Straight savage.
Shoving a dirty sock in people's mouths.
It was funny. The first time that Mr. Sacco made his way on Raw was that episode where Vince McMahon was in the hospital.
Oh,
that was the bedpan.
Yeah,
the bedpan.
That was funny.
I hit him with the goddamn bedpan. That was a shoot.
Yeah, too. You heard it like, bong.
Triple X Lex, what up? Said Albert O. Albert O. You to play. He's listed as questionable with the knee injury. I mean, he's playing in the early games. That's the only thing we have to go off of. So he's someone that I would play if he plays.
Mm-hmm.
Albert Oquake Boonham.
Yeah, hey, tight ends have been eating on the Cowboys since week 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Conklin was the tight end 8 last week against Dallas.
Yep. This scored all the way back to week 1.
I'm okay with 10 points.
Gronk scored a couple tugs week 1, right? Then it was like Ertz and Goddard were, you know, if you combine them week 2, they had a phenomenal outing. You know what I mean? And et cetera. Like, I can't even think of the other teams, but it's everyone.
We're talking about Conklin, dude. Conklin.
Yeah, Conklin went crazy.
I'm just
everybody
saying, like I'm saying, like a mediocre tight end went ham against like
Albert O is a play if he goes. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that he's questionable. I didn't know he was questionable. I picked him up to play him against Huss. I didn't even know I was playing Huss. I'm playing you in the DX. In the DX.
Oh, you're going down.
I think I'm playing Huss in the Dream to Walk.
You're going down.
No.
It was fight. It's funny because I was like,
no,
I wasn't ready for him to attack me right now. He's like, yeah, you're going down. I was like, what? And then he did it to you, and you're like, no, like, you just caught us off guard right there. You know what, sir? You're going down, sir.
Yeah, bro. Are you even paying
against one, boy?
Hey, are you even paying attention? So, Bogart, I'm projected to beat you by 30. Actually,
projections don't mean anything.
35. Hey, you know what? They don't. But it makes me feel better when I'm projected to have more than the other person.
Beat somebody like 180 to like 135, and I lost like 105 to 135.
I was like, I'm playing Dearness Johnson, even though I have Nick Chubb. I'm playing them both.
You traded him?
No, I said I'm gonna play them both.
Oh yeah, right? I see Hines on the bench.
Yeah, it's 21.
Oh no!
Yeah,
we're off to a great start.
Yeah, I had Ty Johnson. I mean, my running backs in here aren't the best this week. So,
but you had a defensive player go off against me.
Hey, well, you know what, Jordan Love is about to show you.
Hey, so if you want to come on, Bogey, I don't know whatever time you go on clocks, but if you want to come on here tomorrow, one of my homies is coming on. He actually plays me in the big home league. He plays against JC Money Design in another league that we're in. So we're just going to be talking shit to each other during tomorrow's Q&A about matchups that we got going on.
Yeah, and I'm playing you, so I'd love to come on and talk some shit. Just shoot me the link if if anything, I'll pop in just for a quick sec because I know we got our joint, this is what's dope about clock management because he's managing the clock. We start on time and end 2 minutes early every time. So it's 58 minutes every time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I'll definitely, and I love it because we get off at 9, you know what I mean? Or 8:58, you know what I'm saying? And then that gives us time to like do shit. So I can probably hop in as long as the kids is still catching Z's. You know what I mean? I come through and you catch this fade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
About to get up in that ass. You're 6-2. I'm 5-3. And let's
I don't
see.
like how you're trying to even this playing field right here. I don't like that at all. You
Oh,
catch
yeah.
me on the right week too. I like the drama. This is good. This is a good buildup.
Oh, and if I beat you by 20 points, I would actually leapfrog you. How about that? How you like them apples, Stu?
You know what? I'm not a vegetarian.
And Chris, what up, Chris? Eddie said, Chris McGrill, do you think Beasley will play? I'm on the side of, I'm leaning almost towards no. Being in a non-contact jersey on Friday, that's not good.
And even if he does, he'll only be out there on third down packages. I swear to you. You know what I mean?
I'm not liking it. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, I'm going elsewhere. And you know what they'll do? They're gonna look across the field and be like, "It's the Jags, bro. You're good. You sit." You know what I mean? And if I'm wrong, I'm still gonna be right about the limited snap count. He'll just be on there and on important downs. You know what I mean? Which is third downs.
Yeah, because like Terrence Howard says in Get Rich or Die Trying, even though I was wrong, I could have been right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still right.
That was like such a good line, though.
See, now I know why Huss doesn't want McCaffrey to start.
Why?
I'd have him going against you this week in Dream to Walk.
Dude, I don't even know who my opponents are in any leagues, much less
just kidding.
anybody has on their team.
No, but see, I've been playing Hustler. This is like the Hustler tour because I've been playing. I think it's like 3 weeks in a row now. I've been to somewhere in one league. I'm playing them, so it's just kind of been the tour.
Yeah, and you got me in the highest paying out league, and that's the most important one. You could have had the other ones.
And then I got you in the hard to start last week, so I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to keep trying to hit him with the 3-peat.
Your luck has come. It's coming to the end, my friend. It's coming to the end.
I think you're right, sir.
Coming to the end.
You looked across that. You looked across our matchup. I'm looking bad right now. I'm probably not going to have Hopkins. I don't even have replacements because I can't drop like my band of misfits. You know what I mean? On my bench, most of them are on buys.
Yeah, that's the thing that I like. So you got Tony in there, who's probably going to scrub out. Oh, you had to throw in Traquan Smith. All right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna throw in Albert O somewhere if one of those guys doesn't go. But it looks like I killed Albert O. Apparently, he's questionable.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you got Dan Arnold. All right, of course you do. Damn, and you got Hopkins, so might get screwed there a little bit.
Yes, for sure. And then I got Jordan Love. You know that's probably gonna go awry. You know what I mean?
Dang, as your QB1, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I live dangerously.
Oh man.
That Naeem Hines play would have been nice right now. It would have been a nice little cushion to compensate.
Yeah.
Other plays.
Why you living so dangerously with Jordan Love, but you played it safely with Naeem Hines?
No, because first of all, danger is my middle name, and
I Danger Powers.
See, I assumed correctly when I said Jonathan Taylor's gonna have a big game. Who didn't know that, right? Remember the over was like what 84 yards. I'm like, that's going over. He went 170 on the ground. I knew it was gonna be a big game for him. The game script is normally for Naeem Hines to come in on some scat back shit, but they were like, hey, what do you know? Let's just run him too. You know what I mean? And like because he had that 34 yard. So here's the thing: when I don't play Naeem Hines, he has a 34-yard run to the house, and that's the longest run in his career. You know what I mean? It's like, of course, right? Of course he's going to do something for the first time ever. You know what I mean? I remember last year I sat him, right? It was primetime Thursday night against the Colts. I sat him. I had whatever logic. I didn't know it was his birthday, bro. He goes out there and he has 2 touchdowns and like 170 all-purpose. I'm like, damn, if I knew it was his birthday, bro. Like, you know, that should just be a rule. Play Naeem Hines in primetime. Yeah. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah, anyways, you're going down. That's what's happening.
Oh, yeah, and Dearness Johnson. Here's why I went Dearness Johnson. I wanted to explain that. So there was only 5 targets to be had to the running back position last week, but 3 of those 5 went to Dearness. So he's clearly, to me, in my version, playing the Kareem Hunt role.
Yeah.
So I'm playing, in my mind, Nick Chubb and
I like Dearness, though. I'm good with that.
I like him too, but I'm just saying he's not 21 points, Naeem Hines.
That's true.
My running backs are so weak in this league that I got James Conner and Ty Johnson as my RB1.
Hey, Ty Johnson already put up more than Dearness is probably going to put up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, when I looked across it, I was like, man, yeah, Ty Johnson, that guy's gonna score a touchdown. Because it's all him, it's all P Ryan and him when it was with the Great White Hope. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I got Jeremy McNichols against you. Nice.
Yeah, and you know, I adopt the theory of McNichols is going crazy. Like you're about to win this one, and even the playing field.
And you know what's funny? So I got MVS and I got Randall Cobb.
Mm-hmm. So I
could play MVS over Nelson Aguilar just to mess with your Jordan Love, and anybody you threw a touchdown to would just give me the points.
Mm-hmm. You should throw in Nelson Aguilar because, like, you know what I'm saying, I like him to be. That's who's gonna draw Stephon Gilmore on the outside.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, but see, that's what it is. Play Nelson Aguilar or play Randall Cobb and MVS.
Injured MVS, right? Because he's wounded. Like,
yeah,
like
we're just hoping for one big touchdown.
Exactly. Anyway. And we're going. J Love, let's go.
Anthony, what up, bro? What can we expect from the Titans without the big dog Henry? You can expect them to be from behind and probably throwing it a lot more than they're used to.
Yeah, I could take
you back rushing touchdowns.
I could take you back to the first game of 2020. Where not the first game. I think it was week 2, 2020. It was the Broncos. Yeah, no, it was week 1. Broncos in Denver. I mean, Broncos in Denver. Broncos and the Titans. And he had to throw the ball like 50 times. And I was like, damn. I was like, 10 he'll throw the ball because they were playing from behind most of that game. I was just tripping, like, because I've never seen him throw that many times. But, you know, I point that out to say it's happened already. So he could very well throw the ball like 45, 50 times this game.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I know, right? I want that, actually.
Yeah. A lot to A.J. Brown and to McNichols. Let's do it.
You know, right. I think I killed Henry, dude. I don't think I've ever said this real quick. I got to say this because in a lot of my leagues Sunday morning, I was just looking like I had a bunch of Justin Jackson from the week before. You know, when the Austin Eckler blurb came out, oh, he's questionable. He didn't practice. Oh, shit, I grabbed Justin Jackson everywhere. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to do anything with Justin Jackson, right? This is Sunday morning because Eckler's going to play. So I went and I picked up everywhere McNichols. And I think right then and there, I killed fucking Henry. I have the juice.
I've been starting McNichols in
I know
league for like 5 weeks.
I'm just saying though. I went out and grabbed him everywhere. Like I felt it. Felt the reefer.
Chris, what up? And dang it, and Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz, or should I start Kittle? I think I'm starting Zach Ertz over Kittle.
I think I'm starting Kittle over Zach Ertz. I'm wearing the hat, but I'm just saying if Kittle's back. Remember when Kittle was held out all year on IR? They bring him back. They let him practice for like 3 weeks. And then it was a game against Arizona, and it was week 16. So it was championship week last year. And Kittle's back. And everyone was asking, yo, do I start Kittle? I said, yeah. Because if he's going to play, they're going to use him. He went out there. He put up 14 points in the PPR. Yeah, like 8 for like 60 or something like that. He's going to be out there. They're going to use him. And with no Debo, they're going to really use him. If there's no D, like there's and they play in the same game. So if he doesn't play, you can just pivot.
Yeah.
Or if Debo plays, if Debo does play and you don't like it, because now there's then Zach Ertz, because Zach Ertz, there's probably no Hopkins.
Boom. And Reese Thomas, Mike Will, or double barrel Daryl. I'm going Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
Yeah. He's coming back.
That ceiling.
Cali Loco, what up? And said, yo, if Eli Mitchell sits, Hasty or Jeff Wilson Jr. Jeff Wilson Jr., but only if Elijah Mitchell sits. And Robert, what up, bro? PPR Cards or the Vikings defense? Cardinals.
Yeah. They have some pass rush, get you some sacks and shit. Jimmy's good for a turnover or two.
We're never picking the Vikings defense.
Yeah, don't do that.
They're getting worked up.
And they're playing the Ravens, bro. Like,
Ravens, never. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're gonna get destroyed. It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm probably not even gonna turn that game on tomorrow. Like, it's
no, you should.
I mean, I want to probably because I'm gonna start. Probably. I think Lamar Jackson's like a 1.5 multiplier, so I might play it, or I think something like that. He's lower right now. Like he's not doing so well. He hasn't been doing so good. So he's like way down on the multiplier shit, or like he has a higher multiplier.
I like it. And Brandon, what up? Brandon Santos said Dak or Burrow, Darrell Williams or Chuba.
Dak.
I'm going Dak. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm
And
going.
then-
Well, Chuba, assuming that CMC doesn't play.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you don't. So yeah, Chuba.
And Robert Shanahan, he said, "Be like Chong and rip another bong." Yeah, been rip another bong toke. Hell yeah. And there we go. Said I'm starting Cooks. I like it. Cooks and Tyrod. You're gonna get back to biz. And Leon, what up? Leon Armstead said I need 2 wide receivers in a flex PPR. Tony Sutton, Moore, McNichols, Gas.
2 wide receivers in a flex.
Damn, this is tough. I'm going Sutton and Moore.
I like Moore and Sutton, and I like McNichols. Oh, we only need 1 flex? Or
Yeah,
2?
just 1.
Yep.
Okay, I like McNichols.
McNichols for sure the flex.
Yeah, hell yeah.
McNichols, don't you fail us.
Henry will be the team mascot. That's the only way he can be out there. Yeah, you better get him out there. And James Thomas, what up, bro? Oh, so this is James, who was who you were taught the Florida game.
Oh yeah. James. How about them Gamecocks, baby? Rolling on them Gators, man. Crushed them.
And Stu's in the building. What up, Stu? It's going down, bro. All right. And so James said Kittle or Freiermuth.
This is damn. I'll probably go Kittle, man. And then he has the perfect scenario where if Kittle doesn't go, then he can go with Freiermuth.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, I can't believe Kittle might go. This is crazy. Kind of came out of nowhere.
Yep, do that. Second take extra. Pitts or Schultz. I'm going Pitts.
Pitts.
Yep. Don't give up on Pitts, man.
It was 1 bad game.
It's like 3. It's like 3.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, how many did
Before.
before?
I think he's only had 2 good games, right? Or 3 big games.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
I'm like, since he actually started taking off, he had like 2 really good games, and he had 1 bad game. So
Yeah.
I mean, like he started having a roll, and then all of a sudden now like all this Ridley stuff started coming out.
Man,
I mean, now he's got to be used to being the guy. So it's a little different. Let's see how Tajay Sharp does.
what's Carolina? Carolina's a good defense against Thailand.
And Steven, what up, bro? He said he's out of he came out of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. He went to school with my little brother. Dang, who are you talking about?
Man, we could have been talking about we talk about so much shit. Players, wrestlers.
Oh, he's probably talking about Thielen.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a local boy. That's right.
Yeah,
he's from
local,
Minnesota.
Yep.
Is he from Minnesota?
He
Right?
played for
Or-
like their smaller
That's what he did.
squad
He was
is,
from
like their practice
Wisconsin.
squad for a bit, and then he was like some other what's lower than the practice squad? Something
he
else.
loves cheese curds, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
'Cause he's from Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin. This is
Yeah,
Minnesota.
no, that's what he said. He's from Wisconsin, right?
He played in Minnesota. I'm pretty sure he played for.
Yeah, no,
Minnesota.
that's what I'm saying. I know he played locally because then he went on. He went the hard way and went to the tryouts,
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
and that's how he got on the team. And he worked all his way all through special teams and everything.
Yep. And he's just a stud.
shout out
Yeah,
to
lucky
Triple X
there.
Flex throwing that super sticker in there, the Vibes super sticker. Oh yes, get these good
Yeah.
vibes rolling. Let's see where we at.
Triple X Lex.
Triple X Lex.
Starring Triple X Lex.
Facebook user Ryan Tannehill or Kirk
Saturday night
Cousins,
tip.
giving you those late night tips.
Late night tip.
Let's see, Tannehill or Kirk Cousins. I think I'm going Tannehill on this.
Yeah. But you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm
I
going
go
Tannehill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
for
Cook
sure.
I think Cook's having a big game here. They're like in the 20s against the run.
Let's see. Anthony, 14-man standard, 3-5, need to win in the worst way. Dearness Johnson, Tyler Boyd, Devonta Smith, Devin Singletary, 1 flex. Oh,
Just
man.
one.
Yeah, I feel
Damn, is it? No, it's probably Devontae Smith. It's just such a bad. You know what's crazy? The Chargers and the Eagles, right? Both those defenses, they're not good for fantasy QBs, right? So that
Right.
means the receivers don't usually eat, but the running backs they eat like shit against them. You know what I mean? So I just think maybe, but Devontae Smith has the most upside. I'm crazy. I would say Dearness Johnson has like a cool floor, but that's just my opinion only.
I like him, dude. I don't know. Something
This
about
one-
him this week.
It's standard too. That's why. You know what I mean? Like he's like if Devontae Smith can get one 50-yard catch, and that's what I mean. That's 5 points. You know what I mean?
Tyler Boyd for me.
Tyler Boyd for you.
I'm going Tyler Boyd. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna.
I
Gonna
mean,
be putting a lot
Tyler
of
Boyd's
emphasis
probably
on
fine.
Chase.
If he doesn't have, you know what though, you can attack them like that in the slot. That is a stat on them, on the Browns. You know what? I'm agree with you, man. Forgot he's playing the Browns. It just sucks because if he doesn't get the touchdown and he gets like 8 catches for 60, he's only putting up 6 points for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Tyrod or Kylo Ren?
And waiting, this is from Max Gillen and said, "What up, guys? Loving the stream like always." There we go.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
And he said, Tyrod or Kyler. Well, if
Tyrod or Kyler Ren.
And actually, you got to
it's Kyler Ren, but man, you can't wait on him. Like, I mean, you can't wait on him and then pivot to Tyler or Taylor.
Yeah, so you gotta have a pivot option that's either in, like, you gotta have Jordan Love, you gotta have Jimmy G, Ryan Tannehill, Fields, Colt McCoy. Yeah, there's the pivot option for Kyler in the same game.
Jimmy's not a bad pivot too. I mean, like, Jimmy's just a floor play.
Really, you just need anybody to pivot to because the options are so small. So if you have nobody to pivot to, and I mean, you just got to play it safe and just go Tyrod unless we hear something about Kyler pregame.
Yeah, because Jordan Love, I'm starting to realize too, is like, man, he just it's I'm shooting for upside. There virtually is no floor with him.
Go watch some videos of him throwing the ball. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, he's throwing the ball.
We haven't seen, but none of those videos would be of him like in the last like 2 years, probably.
This is why Aaron Rodgers said you guys need me, and they totally did.
You think Aaron Rodgers calls him up and he's like, "Look, kid, this is how we build trust. I'm going to tell you something that you got to keep between me and you. Yeah? Okay, here. Look, I'm not going to be here next year. You know what I mean? This is your chance to lead this team. Don't fuck this up because while I'm here, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. So I need you to get this W." You know what I mean? You think he makes that call?
Maybe.
Aaron's looking old.
In my version, he does.
Oh, yeah. Could easily happen.
I like your version better.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into some of these other questions here, we got to remind you about a big time sponsor of the show, Super Draft Pro Daily Fantasy. You guys got to get in on this. We're all of our links are in the descriptions on our channel. Bogart's got his link in the description on the channel. My link's in there. I'm going to throw it in the chat as well on my YouTube channel. Get in on this, guys. I'm telling you, the competition is very, very slim. You go into some of these DraftKings competitions, going against 10,000 people, 100,000 people. I mean, shit, some of these even have 1 million, people in these contests. So you want to get in on this now while the competition is low. It's super, super easy, and it is all sports. That's what's cool about it, too. But if you get in on it today, you can get into these NFL contests. So go ahead and check out this commercial. It's going to tell you a lot about it. We'll be right back, and see you on the other side.
See you on the
In a world where hope was fading and isolation was growing between friends, family, and fun, and people began to yearn for a better way to earn.
Okay, we've had enough drama in recent history. It's time to reconnect, kick off the game, and play to win cash and prizes. SuperDraft Pro is the official fantasy partner of Caesars Entertainment. Yes, that's Caesars. This isn't your grandmother's bingo night. Imagine the exciting chance opportunity of Las Vegas, only bigger, in the palm of your hand. And imagine the energy of the crowd and the love of your favorite game, connecting you and literally every single person you know playing daily fantasy sports, all while getting paid. This is SuperDraft Pro, and you can stop imagining. Experience it for yourself. Simply download the SuperDraft app and sign up by creating an account. Be a player, or be a coach building teams of players with a range of membership packages that suit your level of interest. And guess what? We know, and you probably know too, that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. with roughly 60 million people playing in North America alone. So, what's new or different about the Super Draft Pro that's actually a game changer? That's an easy answer. And I literally mean easy. The Super Draft app is super user-friendly, so playing is easy. So when you play, your chances to win can be easier than other traditional fantasy sports games. It's also set up to level the playing field with our exclusive patent-pending games, which allow you to pick the players you like and the players you trust. This is your draft, your way. See? This really is changing how the game is played. And it's even a game changer for business, because not only can you get paid to play, you can get paid when other people play when you become a Super Draft promoter by sharing the app. Making money doesn't have to be a grind. Turn your business based at home into your home-based playground, getting paid to play, having fun, wherever you are. Because this virtual model is high speed and low drag, Super Draft Pro plans to eventually capture the imagination of the world by going global with a simple, proven business that never sleeps. Join the fun. Play, get paid, and tell everybody. Download the Super Draft and Sportsbook app today. Available on iOS and Android.
Super Draft Pro, rated F, UN.
Okay, that's enough. You're done.
So I've only been playing for a week, and I've already placed in 3 contests. So you guys got to go check it out. It's legal in all 50 states, and the reason it's legal in all 50 states is because they do subscriptions. So there's a $100 subscription, a $50 one, a $20 one, and a free one. Get on that $100 one. That's the most fun one. It's $25 a week, and then you get 4 contests every single day. Go check it out, guys. Super fun. There's only a couple hundred people in each contest right now, so the odds are in your favor to bring it on home.
I filled up all the NFL joints for tomorrow. Where's the main slate one? Like, what's that one called? Because I did all the.
Tajay Sharp is 1.9 times multiplier, so I hope you're playing him.
I did all the 15. No, I haven't set a lineup yet in that one. That's why I was asking. What's that? What's the main slate one?
So let's see. I'm on there right now.
Yeah, because I did all the $15 joints.
You guys are talking about Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is like a 1.7 multiplier. There's so many players around him that are like way better than him at the same price.
No, but I like him.
Tajay Sharp's 1.9.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Gabe would know. It's addition by subtraction. If there's no Cole Beasley for real, I like Gabe Davis. You know what I mean? She's gonna get more snaps.
Yeah, so it looks like the one that you're in. Either way, it's just the it's the 5.
Okay, the 5. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yep. So they got some of the daily the cash games on there as well that you can get into. But yeah, it's the higher paying out. It's the higher paying out contest. So right now for the $100 one that I'm on, that one's kind of like the main slate where you're picking. So you got a QB, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and a flex. Yeah, so those are on the higher paying out contest.
Okay.
So let me see.
So that's at least on the 50 too.
Well, let me go check the 50.
Yeah, because that's where I want to get in.
So actually, it's only on the 100. So on the 50, it's still a 5-player one as well. The payouts are higher, on that one. But that's
where you gotta get at. That's where the war is at. Okay, I gotta upgrade my joint.
Yeah. So this one, those ones, it's like you have $15 to pick 5 players is what it is. So there's a handful of $5 players.
Is this gonna be a Mark Andrews game?
We shall see. Been a little iffy with him, but yeah, that's where it's at though. The $100 ones, like that's highest paying out contest, lowest amount of players as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me look. Let's see how many players are in this contest.
You know what's crazy is
dude, 72 players right now are in this contest.
Well, yeah, the
$100,000 winnings.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, Bogart, you should get up this before tomorrow. So look in the 2
right now, dude. In the 20s, there's like in the $20 one, like in the basic subscription, it's like 500 people are playing. You know.
So here's how it works, and they changed it around a little bit. So on the NFL days, for being on the $100 one, you actually get 2 extra contests on there. So I got 5 for tomorrow. They're both $1,000 payouts, and one of them has 128 people, and the other one only has 110 people.
What do they pay? Where's the bubble start for the money?
$100.
$100.
Okay, not bad. No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying. Where does
So
it
if you
start?
hit first, that's the crazy thing is you
No,
pay
like if
out
you're
your
50
whole
to
you
play,
you'll
like
pay out
like
your what you pay your
no,
subscription.
like
It's crazy.
in that pool. When do they start paying? Like at like 50th place or like you know what I mean?
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, like
Oh,
what's-
116th place. So right now there's like 78 people playing. Like you're automatically
40
money.
41st place through 116th place get $5.
So if you're playing, right, and there's only 70, you know,
So
if
even-
there's only
no,
100 people
this
playing, you're
works
gonna
dope, 'cause
automatically
you're
get
gonna
money.
place. You're placing in the money no matter what. You're gonna get $5.
You got it.
Yeah. I mean, right now there's 128 people. So, I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot more by tomorrow morning. But even if it doubles, pretty much half the contest is getting at least $5.
Yeah.
So there we go. Got to like those numbers, like those odds, because we know what the fuck we're doing over here.
This is dope.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
And
dope.
so rock out. What up, bro? Good looking on that super chat. Let me get you marked down here for the extra entry. And we got drop one, Callaway, Corey Davis, Bateman, Kirk with CMC off IR. And you may just be able to hold because the game is early.
Yet.
Just
wait. Yeah, wait and see.
Unless you need to pick up someone like prior to the games or whatever, I would just hold because I think he's going to get ruled out. So you can actually wait because you'll still have an hour and a half if he gets ruled out that you could he could just stay on IR and then you can still make your moves.
Yeah.
If you need to.
And if I had to choose, if that just to answer the question, I probably cut Callaway.
Yeah. Yeah. No Winston. We don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean that's just
Saquon Smith is back.
Yeah. We just don't know what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It sucks though, because the moment I said that, now Callaway's getting a ball.
Yeah,
See,
but
watch this. I have the power to do this.
It's either Callaway or Davis. I mean that. Either way, none of these guys are really doing too much. You can cut any one of these four, and I'm sure.
Dang, Mike Davis too.
Wouldn't really matter.
There's hella hype for Mike Davis this year. It's so crazy.
I
wasn't a Mike Davis guy for the record. I was a Gaskin guy though. That was for sure. Like in that range, because that's the range. That was the range. There's Gaskin, Chase Edmonds, and goddamn Buddy we were just talking about.
And Matt said, "Oh crap! I also forgot about Jacoby Myers. My bad, guys. So you got to put it in the full question again, because I mean, we're smoking a lot over here. We're going through a grip of questions.
I do know. I remember. Yeah, because I know we've had only one Jacoby question this whole night, so he definitely has to throw it.
I'm glad.
Jacoby's. See,
James,
Jacoby's okay that we were wrong about, because Jacoby was a late round guy. If we'd have hit, it would have been good. You know what I mean? And it lasted while it did.
We'll get back to your question here in a second, James, but he said my Gators got destroyed.
They got wrecked. They didn't get destroyed. They got wrecked.
Ruben,
baby.
What up, Ruben? Shout out to the 420 crew. So Daryl Williams or McNichols? I'm going McNichols.
Yeah, I'm going McNichols too.
Yeah, I want the higher probable scoring game, probable higher scoring game.
Another one for Ruben. Tony or Judy? I'm going Judy.
You know why Judy played poor? I heard because he got hurt. He like re-aggravated something a little.
Yeah,
He
it's like
tweaked something in the game.
Who's the better player of the two injured players?
You know what I mean?
I still want to have Tony to choose from.
I'm so ready for Judy to be a thing, but it just that made sense because I was like, what his snap count? And all of a sudden, he was just gone on the field. I'm like, oh, he tweaked something.
Damn it.
Yeah. Tony's legs is okay. If Tony plays up, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's where
He
we're
doesn't
going.
fall on his hand again.
They both played an early game, so we can figure it out.
Facebook user Lamb or Tony or Sutton. I mean, assuming Lamb's playing, that's where you're going.
A lot of Tony questions.
Yeah.
Damn, I want Judy. This is a good game for Judy though too. I'll just think back on that last one. Damn, it's supposed to be a big game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can't trust them all hurt right now.
And Matt says Tony is listed as a full go for tomorrow. By the way, guys, no injury tag.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. There it is. That changes everything. Listen,
It's
No
weird.
more Tony questions.
It's
now I
weird
gotta
that
speak Tony into existence more.
he was still limited in practice all week. So
Listen,
I
man,
mean,
he ain't gonna be limited against you, brother. This week in the DX League.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
No, all we need is the McCaffrey.
Claypool can actually play the whole game and give you nothing. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Claypool's like a standard play, like a standard league play. You know what I mean? Like
It's something big.
Yeah.
Let's see. 808. What is that? 808 Dole. Do I start AJ Brown, Claypool, McNichols in the flex this week? AJ Brown? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
We nailed that one.
Nice,
Oh, yeah.
Nice flex with that flex right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's flexing on that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Tomas said, gracias, hermanos. Oh, yeah. B-dubs. Would you rather have Tony or Bateman rest the season? Bateman.
Bateman, yeah.
Yeah, Bateman just more talented in my opinion.
Big BS. Hyde or Herbert? Full PPR. Man, this is a tomorrow question.
Yeah, because listen, if Montgomery goes, then you play.
We're not gonna know. That's Monday.
Oh yeah, and then Hyde, we don't even know if Jordan. I mean, if what's my man's J. Rob the Mob? Yeah, we don't know if J. Rob the Mob's gonna play.
This is a tomorrow question. Like, assuming both guys play, I mean, I would just go. I would go Herbert, but I mean, there's a lot of we got to know a lot of things, before that. So it's rough either way because he plays on Monday. And BB04, would you accept a trade where you send Tyreek Hill and Javonte Williams and you get Cooper Kupp in return? No way, hell no.
Yeah, no, you're giving up too much.
Way too much.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always gonna. There's a high probability they're always playing from behind. Isn't that crazy? Or just like they're not blowing teams out. Like they're just, you know what I mean? They always got to throw.
Yep. And here we go. Rock out. Good looking on that extra super chat. Said pick 2. Kirk, Javonte Williams, Judy, Bateman. First 2.
Yeah.
Probably the first 2.
But if Bateman goes, I'm going Bateman. Javonte and Bateman.
Yeah, we just don't know if he's going to go. So that's the main reason I said Javonte. So make sure you pop back in tomorrow morning. I mean, we're going to know about all this stuff for sure tomorrow morning. And
I like it, though, because at least it narrows it down. Like, if we couldn't fully answer their question, it narrowed it down. So at least now this is what those two they just got to monitor.
Yep. Cali Oxide, what up? Go Eli, Booker, Gaskin, Herbert. I have Eli in right now, but I'm worried about Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm gonna switch it up for you. I'm gonna go Booker.
Booker's getting the whole load. Yeah.
We already talked about Booker being the man. You just gotta let him ride one more week, and he's gonna be a beast.
Yeah, it's probably all you got him for.
Doing really well.
Yeah, I like the matchup too. Hey, where's this game at? What time is that game? Is that the Raiders?
It's the early game,
so
and
they're
in New York.
They're in Jersey. Okay.
Yep. Jersey.
Hey, the Raiders might lose this game.
Yeah.
And that West Coast to the well, they're coming off a bye. Never mind, because when that specific team goes East Coast or time zone, they play so bad.
Yeah, it's always like that for the ones who really play all the way out west.
Yeah.
And Triple X Lex says Albert O or Komets. Yikes.
Albert O if he goes.
Yeah.
And Chris said, thanks, y'all. You already know, bro.
Yep.
Ilias, how do you feel about CMC this week in PPR? If he plays, you play him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's
big asterisk, though.
Fuck yeah.
Henry Wolf, Jamar Chase for Eckler. I have Kyler, Aaron Jones, Boston Scott, Sanders, Javonte, DK, AJ Brown, Jamar, Kelsey. I don't know. That's tough. It's really, I guess, who you want to cheer for at that point. But I feel like your running back sucks. So, I mean, you only got Aaron Jones. I mean, Boston Scott's your number 2. Sanders. I'm assuming that's Miles Sanders there. Yeah, I would do it. And Stu in the building, hardest working man in the fantasy football, Alex Marino, a.k.a. FF Hustler, with my boy Bogart Scott Free and the money man, JC Money Design. Yeah,
Stu's
what
the
up,
man.
Stu?
Stu's the man. He's always been the man.
We're trying to get caught up on all these. We are trying. And Taggy Carp, start Emmanuel Sanders or T. Higgins? I'm going Sanders.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, don't be afraid of that goose egg. It was just one. Just look at the rest of the games. Don't even think about anything else. We're good, man.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Roger Lane, Carr or Tyrod?
Carr.
Derek Carr.
He's heated.
Yeah.
He's heated this week.
You keep saying that. I don't know what he could do when he's heated. I'm curious to see what he does. That'd be funny if he comes out and throws a pick on the first series. I'm gonna be funny.
Then he Jameis's the whole time.
He's a throwing motherfucker this year. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
He's gonna be. I don't know. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna have something to prove this week.
Another one.
Run your rugs.
Another one for Rogers here said Hollywood or Emmanuel Sanders, and I think this comes down to other guys playing. If Bateman doesn't play, if Watkins doesn't play, I'm definitely going Hollywood. But if both those guys are playing, I'm definitely going Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah. Yeah. If Hollywood, if Bateman don't play, and exactly what you said.
I like Hollywood.
Yeah.
I like Hollywood here. Even with
Bateman. I am playing him in Super Draft Pro.
I like Hollywood because that's gonna be a more competitive game.
That's what against the Vikings. I think I am playing him in Super Draft Pro.
Robbie Brunell. What up? Galladay, Agnew, Ayuk, Schultz, Mooney, Montgomery, Goddard, Judy. Pick 3. Goddard.
Montgomery goes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He has a fallback though. I'm gonna say Montgomery because he has a pivot there with Mooney. So Montgomery's the flex.
Yeah, I swear we answered this question before, and it was just
similar. It's different players though.
And I think we said Goddard and Agnew.
Yeah, we did.
Is this the same one? I thought it was different players, but he had Montgomery and Mooney. That was the only similarity.
Yeah,
Robbie.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's where we're going.
Mm-hmm. Robbie.
And what up? Our Triple X Lex said Kittle or Ertz this week. I think we answered this before. We're going Ertz. Well, Bogart's going Kittle. I said Ertz.
Yeah. He's also a 49ers fan, if you can't tell.
Austin said, "What's up, my boys? Gaskin or Gibby? Who's Gibby?
Gibson.
But Gibson's not playing.
Well, who else is Gibby?
Yeah, what Gibby is this, dude? I don't know who Gibby is.
Rest of season, it says.
Oh, okay. There we go. Gibson for sure. Triple X Lex, Mike Davis or Gainwell this week?
Probably Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. I'm nervous about both these guys.
Gross.
Yeah, Mike Davis. He'll be on the field more.
Austin, what up? No one putting in this much work, fellas. Keep up the grind. Let's go. You already know, bro. Good looking. And if everyone wants to support the channel and support the show, just throw in a super chat. Join as a YouTube member. Oh, yeah. That's the way you can support the channel. Facebook user, do you feel comfortable riding the Steelers from here on out? For the most part, yeah. I mean, they're getting in there for sacks. They're holding teams down. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. J Hat 100 and said, "What's up, boys? Carr or Tua? Gotta go Carr because we don't know what the hell's up with Tua."
Yep. And Giants defense is all banged up too.
Yes, sir.
And COVIDed up.
John Willett, what up? I play sports, play Boston Scott or Corduroy Pimpin' Patterson. I'm going Corduroy.
Yeah, Corduroy Pimpin'.
Pan says Pan.
Pan.
Another one from John. He said, play Gesicki or Emmanuel
Slap my
Sanders.
goddamn self.
I like Gesicki.
Oh, yeah.
If I have to choose between them two, I like Sanders too, but we need Sanders he's gonna get some couple cheapies, right? You know what I mean? Because he'll probably play a little more slot, even if Beasley doesn't play. But then I just Gesicki he's just a focal point for that offense when there's no Parker and it's everything's short. It's him and Waddle.
Yep, and he could lead the team in targets. We've seen it before. So Gesicki all the way. And Steven, I traded Mixon and McLaurin for Aaron Jones, Michael Pittman. My team is Burrow, Eckler, Zeke, Jones, AJ Brown, Deontay, Pittman, Ridley, Fant, benches, Javante, Pollard, etc. 12 team. So Mixon and McLaurin for Aaron Jones and Pittman.
Dude, Pittman's been doing really well.
Yeah,
just as well as McLaurin.
I'd say that's
so I'm staying on that side. Aaron Jones and Pittman, just because the running back is better.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too. Yep.
Well done, old chap.
And Steven said, make any trades. Always make trades. Keep making them. You just got to make sure they're in your favor. Trade 2 or 3 lower players for one really, really good player instead of like you did 2 evenly, distributed players back for 2 other players.
I don't know. I think he did pretty well there.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he didn't. He did do good. But the more trades that you make like that, the more and more that they're closer to equal. Because it's like, I got to trade. Yeah. Like that's really what it gets down to. All right, let's see here. And yeah, Austin said, Steven, good trade also. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhino said, y'all seem high on Monty, even with them saying they're going to limit his reps. So should I start him over Darrell Williams or over Judy in the flex? I mean, look at Darrell. Oh, man, I'm just so nervous about double barrel Darrell. And like they're already talking about making Derek Gore like more like the guy. You just don't like hearing shit like that.
Yeah, because now I hate hearing shit like that because then it makes me want to play Gore hella recklessly. I have Gore everywhere now, and I'm like,
dude, Chris Tucker, his part in Fifth Element, so funny. That's what I got on right now. It's so funny.
So it's tough. This one's tough because I feel like I do want to start him over Darrell Williams, but we don't know if he's going to start until Monday. So that's the thing that sucks is really the timing. So I'm probably just going to lean on keeping who you got in right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Facebook user Schultz, Mooney, Montgomery, Goddard, Ayuk, Galladay, Agnew, Judy, pick 3. We already did this one. And James, my Gators got destroyed. Ingram, Conklin, or Uzama? Thanks, bro. I'll go Conklin.
Conklin for sure.
It's a matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And we're almost to the end here. Almost to the end. Facebook user Ertz, Judy, Renfro, Higgins, Schultz, pick 2. Renfro and Higgins.
Yeah, Renfro's going to eat this week. Serving up a car sandwich.
And D2W Stu, what up, bro? Said to quote you, Alex, from earlier, said, "Oh, how the mighty have fallen." I have Mooney in the Jobu Sports Report League. By the way, questionable. I went to the waiver wire for a backup Monday Night Football plan, and there he was, Allen Robinson.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody wants him. He's been bad, and if you don't play in a pretty deep league, it's like some people don't even want to stash him to hold on to him anymore.
And the person you're playing against is going to say, "Yes, please play him."
Yeah, they're probably going to hope it. There might be that person who you played against, that landmine out there for you to pick him up, Stu. J Hat 100. Carr or Tua? I think we answered this one. We all went Carr. Said please and thank you and stay blazing. You already know.
Oh yeah.
Send in the car.
Go park the car.
Send in the car. Send in the car.
All right. And Max, what up? Said who y'all like? Both have a good night. Matchups with Tua or Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Send in the car.
And there we go. Max said someone already asked my question, so keep up the good work. Helped me last week, and hoping you can do the same this week. You already know. Keep coming back, man. We're hitting over here for you, and you got multiple opinions. So we're gonna give you a lot of information to digest.
We're so good. We answered his question. He didn't even have to ask it, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was hard.
Second take extra. What up? Do I trade away Javonte and Schultz? Schultz is my tight end too. I get Mike Davis, and he got to be my RB3, and I get Mike Williams.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Calvin Ridley's out, I like Mike Davis more. So you might as well get him now while Ridley is out. Ridley's out at least 3 games, no matter what, because he's on that NFI list.
And you're buying low on Mike Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it. Schultz is nothing. Javonte, I mean, he might be the best piece in this trade, but it's close.
Javonte, yeah, exactly. But the upside of Mike Williams, like it flashed for 4 weeks and then it was bad for the next 4. So
yeah,
there were 3, right? So we've kind of seen a 50-50 thing here. I would bank on him as long as he's healthy, being a guy that can produce for you.
And Facebook user said, I appreciate you guys. Keep on keeping on. You already know. Make sure you hop over to YouTube, though. Just type in Fantasy Football Hustler, and the stream will pop up, because we don't want to call you Facebook user. It's just all we see here.
He's got the cool emoji up there with the sunglasses for us.
Yeah.
Sunglasses crew.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Couple more left, and then we are out of here. The Chosen Rose. Tyler Hire, so Tyler Higbee or Par Freifmuth.
I like his nicknames.
Yeah, I'm going Freifmuth on this. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't ever want to play Higbee. Like it's so like hit or miss that I'm just nervous about that.
Fire up the fryer.
There we go. Anthony, what up, bro? Tua or Danny Pesos Jones?
Probably gonna have to fire up Danny.
Danny dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, we just.
we'll
know tomorrow. Right? We'll know tomorrow at the same, before the game. Yeah, if we know that Tua's playing, I probably am. But I guess I want to hear what's wrong with him. How good his hand is. In pregame, like shit like that. So. As of right now, I'm going Danny Pesos. So if you're tapped in tomorrow morning, you can ask again. We'll have more information. Maybe the answer will change. Yeah, and time to spark it up. Where's the 420 crew at? And George, what up, bro? Said Khalil Herbert or Melvin Gordon. I'm going Melvin Gordon with all this crazy Montgomery chatter that we're getting.
I agree. I like Melvin Gordon. He's been getting a lot of work.
He's been... listen, and you know what's crazy? It hasn't been a lot of work. He's been extremely efficient with it.
I guess that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I agree with. Yeah, he's been really efficient with the work.
He's been consistent with it too. That's what's crazy. Is I think that's the key to Melvin Gordon, is that you can't, because I used to call him Diet Todd Gurley, because that was his workload. He used to get like fucking 25 touches before. You know what I mean? Like with, in his heyday with Rivers. You know what I mean?
And he's getting not only just like, he's not getting just like rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. He's also getting passing yards and passing touchdowns.
Yep. Chosen Rose, pick 2, Jerry Jeudy, Van Jefferson, Christian Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders. I'm going Emmanuel Sanders, and I'm going.
I like Jefferson, actually. I mean, there's Christian Kirk there.
So I'm going Christian Kirk if DeAndre Hopkins doesn't play. If DeAndre Hopkins does play, I would just switch it up and go Van Jefferson, which they play after Kirk's game.
And the night game. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Zeb, what up, bro? Lamb playing tomorrow? I mean, we don't know 100%, but according to Stu, he told everybody to stop panicking and that he's going to play. And when it comes to the Cowboys, a lot of us take Stu's word for it. So if you want to take Stu's word for it, he says he's playing.
Stu got a crystal ball, bro. Stu got a crystal ball.
Yep. And he said if it's a no-go for Lamb, do you play Tony, Sutton, or Woods? I'd go Woods against that trash secondary.
Yeah. Woods kind of banged up too, but that's another one of those guys that he's going to play.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been saying it all week. Like, even if they're limited in practice, him and Stafford, it shouldn't affect their status for the game. Said that on Thursday. All right. Zeb, Josh Jacobs, or Dame Harris? I'm going Dame.
Yep.
Trying to avoid Josh Jacobs if I can.
Damian Harris is really good.
Canelo KO in the 11th round. Oh, damn. That fight was tonight.
Yeah, so they went up against UFC. So UFC's fight was their fights were in MGM like usual, and then the Canelo was in Jerry World.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess it was like, it's kind of like a little thing where, what I'm saying, fan bases versus fan bases, like, you know what I mean? And everyone tuned into UFC.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I did.
And if Canelo got knocked down in the 4th round, now they're hella mad. They're like, fuck. Wasting our money for this shit. Yeah,
Austin, what up, bro? Said offered Sutton and Gaskin for Gibby. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It's like, to me, that's like giving up Sutton for Sutton and Gaskin for Gibson. That's worth it to me.
Yeah.
I value Gibson a lot. That's why.
All right. And Anthony said 420 crew, that granddaddy. Hell yeah. Let's spark it up.
Yeah.
Let's spark it up. Let's get one more before we get out of here. Last question, then we're out of here. And Lucius said, I need one wide receiver, one running back, one flex, half PPR. Options are Jacobs, Renfro, Mitchell, D. Williams. Which D. Williams? James Robinson, Julio, Kadarius Toney, and Boston Scott. Type matchup.
Probably Boston Scott, Renfro.
I think it's
Elijah Mitchell starts. Probably Mitchell.
Yeah. Mitchell. I'm gonna say if it's Darrell Williams, I'm saying Mitchell, Darrell Williams, and then.
Well, Tony's a full go now.
Yeah, Tony, that's right. I was gonna say he's a full go.
So I might even go. I mean, so here's the thing: if it's full PP, or it's only half PPR, I'm gonna say if it was full PPR, I mean, I'm all about Renfro because he could get a ton of catches.
That's a good point. And like
it doesn't even have to be for like a lot. It could be like 10 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown.
And Elijah Mitchell hasn't been getting any targets or receptions for.
We're only thinking about if he's injured too, though, because he could be out.
I don't know. I think he plays though. To be honest,
I hope he plays. He's so good.
Well, he got in the limited 2 days in a row, right? Oh no, did he? I don't know.
Wait, for who? Who'd you say?
For Eli. Eli or Elijah.
The Book of Eli.
That one's gonna be tough. I'm going Renfro here. I'm going Boston Scott. I'm going Mitchell. But let me see. But who's gonna be the
Tony?
Who's gonna be the pivot?
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, yeah. Anyone that you can pivot from there. Sucks. You might have to go Jacobs. I don't know which D. Williams that is. I'm assuming Darrell Williams. So actually, well, I guess Darrell Williams is the pivot.
The pivot. There it is. Look at that. I forgot the time slot.
There we go.
There it is.
And then shit. Well, that was the running back. Now what about the flex?
Yeah, the flex would be Eli, right? The combination of Eli or the pivot is Darrell.
Well, so I said that he was the running back. Oh, well, I guess I put Boston Scott in there. So yeah, that's the flex. There we go.
Yeah. Bang.
Boom. We're getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
We'll be back about 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 Pacific. Yeah, gonna have a good show.
Yep, for sure, man. Y'all have a good one. Everybody, good luck out there. And I'll definitely pop in tomorrow for sure. Shoot me the link.
Sounds good. Get all your lineups in for Super Draft Pro.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to go fool with it right now. I just got to go put these kids to sleep.
There we go.
I got a lot of things I got to do, but I'm doing that for sure.
Hell yeah, let's get this money. Peace out, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Game day is upon us. Let's get it.
Later, everybody.
I'm ready. Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, I need me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.